Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special broadcast of the Spartan live stream. I'm Will Rossmiller, and I'm joined by Jessica Wink and Keaton Anderson on this broadcast. Tonight is special because we will be bringing you a doubleheader of Spartan basketball action, as the boys and girls teams are both set to take on Rice Lake tonight. The boys are set to tip at 5:45, and the girls are set to start at 7:15. The boys team comes in with a record of 5-3 after an impressive victory against the Grantsburg Pirates last Friday. The Rice Lake Warriors come in with a record of 1-6. They fell to River Falls last Friday by a score of 49-84. Before we break down these teams, we also need to give a special thanks to Cody Wallen for being our producer this evening. He does an excellent job of taking care of all the technical stuff for these live broadcasts. Tonight is a special night here at SHS as we have a lot of basketball in store. As I stated earlier, Rice Lake has traveled the hour and 23-minute drive to Somerset with both their girls and boys teams. Mr. Anderson, could you give our audience a bit of insight as to how the Somerset campus is handling 6 games tonight being played here?
Absolutely, Mr. Rossmiller. Yeah, we got all kinds of basketball action happening tonight, so thanks, Mr. Trent Probst, who is at the scores table currently. So thanks for setting all this up, athletic director extraordinaire. We got a lot of basketball. There's a couple games happening at the middle school, and I believe even at the elementary school there is going to be some action as well.
I believe so. So a very busy night for the SHS campus.
We need all the gym space we can get for a night like tonight.
Absolutely. So I believe the JV teams will be playing in the middle school and C teams will be playing in the elementary school.
Correct.
As also stated earlier, the boys team started the new year on a high note with a victory last Friday against the Grantsburg Pirates. The Spartans had a variety of contributors in the scoring department with Tate Pitcher, Trey Krybeck, Melvin Medina-Ortiz, Jackson Cook, and Ty Madden all scoring double digits. Madden led the team effort with 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 impressive blocks. Jess, what are some of your thoughts on the Spartans' victory last Friday?
Well, I think my mic is working again. First of all, they started out slow. You could tell that the break did not, kind of got a lot of the cobwebs worked out.
Absolutely.
They had a hard time stopping, was it 51 Van Watermullen?
Yes.
The 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, somewhere
like
up there,
that. I can't remember.
Had
but
more height than the Spartans have, for sure.
Once they came out after halftime, they decided that we're going to defend them differently. So instead of they were trying to defend him in front, they went behind him, and then that's when he really struggled, and that's when the game kind of turned. And then all of a sudden, then you have Ty Madden, and he just went off.
He took over the game in that second half. It was impressive stuff. We will be heading down to the court here with the national anthem and some starting lineups in just a little bit. So we'll wait for that, and we'll provide you some more information about this Rice Lake Warriors team afterwards. So stay tuned for national anthem and starting the lineup.
At this time, would you please rise and honor America by removing your hats over the singing of our national anthem, sung by Somerset High School senior Pete Goldstein.
Excellent job there by Eve Goldstein. As always, she does a phenomenal job with the anthem.
She is fantastic.
I wonder if she'll be doing both games tonight. We'll see.
I wonder, yeah, that's a very good question, because Eve, as everybody knows here in the community, she's also a starter on the women's side of things in the women's varsity team who's going to play after this game, so stay tuned for that. But, yeah, she usually sings for those games, so I would imagine.
So she might be pulling double duty tonight, so we'll have to see.
Or I heard Anderson, he might be on tonight. Is that true?
No!
Oh, Mr.
No.
Anderson might be singing the national anthem.
No, I'm saving my vocal folds for this broadcast. I don't have enough to spare.
That's fair. I think that's fair. We are graced by the Somerset Spartan
Good sportsmanship video.
Good sportsmanship video. Always awesome to see it. They have a couple of iterations of it, which is awesome. So
great production.
So if you're really excited, hold tight to all 3 viewers now.
Thank you for listening in, everyone.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
But hang tight for our special segment of Guess the Attendance.
Yeah, we don't have quite as many people as previous broadcasts. It's not a primetime Friday night game yet.
We're on the early broadcast.
We are,
Yes.
so it's totally fine.
Yeah, we're on the early broadcast. Well, Trey Krybeck is getting introduced right now. He's currently leading the Spartans in scoring per game. He's at 14.5. Ty Madden is also second with 13.5. So those two greatly do the scoring load on this team, was what the stat sheet tells us. And then Melvin Ortiz, who got announced second here, he is third at 9. So there's about a 4-point drop off between these top 2 people and then the rest of the team.
They have a lot of players that can score, though. Both the Cook brothers, who are in the starting lineup tonight as opposed to on Friday, can definitely get the basket in the hoop. Jackson, definitely more of a prolific scorer. Mason definitely does a great job of getting rebounds. In fact, he led the Spartans in rebounding against Grantsburg last Friday night with 8. So
just want to quickly apologize for some crazy camera work there for a second or two there. We were training a new camera operator tonight. Ryan Knutsen's helping us out tonight.
Thank you,
so
Ryan.
Thank you,
Ryan.
We
for
appreciate
sure.
it. So we're ready to tip here. Ty Madden looks like he's going to take the tip, and that's Spartan ball.
I'm going to quick announce the Rice Lake Warriors.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, number 10, Zach Wheaties, he's a senior.
Quick 2 points for the Spartans. How about that?
That was fast. Number 12, Nick Schlamp, a junior. Junior Nolan Rowe, number 14. Judson Rickers, number 20. He's a senior. And finally, Alex Bolongia. He's a sophomore.
We'll go with that.
I am
Thank you,
sorry.
Miss Wink.
How about we call you Alex?
We'll go with Alex. So Rice Lake out on the court here for 3, and they connect. Rice Lake out to an early lead, 3-2. Nice 3-pointer there by number 10.
Zach Witties.
Rice Lake coming out in the full court press already.
Impressive. Interesting start for Rice Lake. Another 3 for Rice Lake, just off the mark. Medina Ortiz able to get the rebound. Starting out fast here for Rice Lake as they're able to get the quick turnover. Let's see if the Spartans can set something up.
Here's Jackson
Cook
does what he
known
does.
for driving with the left hand and finishing at the basket. If you have watched the game tape so far, that is what he does, and he does it well.
It's pretty difficult to stop him once he penetrates that lane. He
Absolutely.
just goes. Nothing scares him.
And he has great body control once he gets in the paint. Another deep shot for Rice Lake, and Cook with the rebound. Jackson Cook, that is. He'll take the ball up the court.
We can't give up so many second chance points tonight either.
No, that's always going to be key for this Spartans team. I don't think we'll ever beat anyone in height, but we have to be able to get those defensive rebounds and limit the offensive rebounds for the opposing team. Looks like we have our first foul on the floor as Ty Madden draws the foul on number 50, Alex Bologna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how you'd say it.
Well, everybody, Ty Madden so far this season's 14 of 21, so he is 66 repeating percent.
66.666.
Forever and ever.
And now he's not anymore because he just made that basket. He made
Yep.
the front end of the 2 shots. Spartans currently with the lead 5-3 against the Rice Lake Warriors. Misses the second shot, and Rice Lake is able to get the rebound. Nick Schlamp runs into his own teammate, but now is able to corral the ball and take it up for the Warriors. It looks like Rice Lake is going to be trying to get a bunch of open shots on the perimeter, at least so far. They're not really developing anything underneath the basket. So the Spartans are going to have to play tough defense outside, limit any outside threats.
Spartans are really fighting through a lot of the screens.
Yeah, a lot of
so
these,
far.
the screen game has been coming in
They're
big
not
for
going
Rice
under
Lake.
screens so far. It seems like they're going over them.
Nice rebound by Jackson Cook.
And nice for Ty Madden to be there to put up a hand to make that shot a little bit more difficult.
From
Trey
deep.
Klebeck from deep,
Oh,
and he connects. deep three for Trey Krybeck. Spartans now with the 5-point lead, 8-3. 4 Spartans already in the scoring column.
Krybeck on the season from 3 is 43%, by
Wow,
the way.
that's impressive. Rice Lake is able to connect as well with a nice counter. Another 3 this time by Judas Rikers, or Judson Rikers, I apologize. And
full court
Spartans.
pressure is getting the best of the Spartans right
Yeah.
now. 2 turnovers off that so far this game.
Forced turnover there. Nice full court pressure by Rice Lake. Let's see if the Spartans can figure it out. They have not faced a lot of full court pressure so far this year, so it's a new look for the Spartans. So far they've not been handling it super well, but they're able to maintain a 2-point lead. Number 14, Nolan Rowe with a nice drive, but he's not able to connect. Krybeck with another 3. Madden with a nice rebound, flying in there the last second. Oh, and just barely not able to connect there. Rebound, Warriors, and it looks like that's going to be a foul on the Spartans.
It's not a smart foul,
No.
about 80 feet away from the hoop.
I believe that's on Ty Madden there. Not a great foul to give there. Rice Lake had possession.
It was not needed.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
not needed.
Not needed. Spartans are playing a little bit. They're playing a little hectic at this
Yes.
point so far.
They're not in rhythm yet.
Yeah, not really figuring out their groove on offense. Giving
Rice
up some
Lake's
baskets
full
on
court
defense.
pressure is really doing its job, kind of
Yes.
bothering Melvin for sure, the head point guard.
But so far, I will give the Spartans credit. They played nice defense underneath the basket. Krybeck drives, misses the basket, but is able to draw the foul. Nice drive there by Krybeck.
Did
And he'll be
anybody
at the
see
line for
Ty?
2.
Did anybody see Ty Madden's sky after that?
Yep.
Jeez, he hit his head on the backboard. I
Gosh,
think.
it looks like he does that almost every time he jumps up there.
That guy's
Just
got
crazy
He's
hot.
got some ups for sure.
What does he have in his shoes?
I don't know.
Little springs or something?
He
or
has to
what?
tell us the secret. He didn't tell us last time when he joined us
No,
for the
he
broadcast
didn't.
at the end. Krybeck misses the first shot from the charity stripe. He still gets one more here. Really fast start so far. We're already with under 15, well, just under 15 to play. And Krybeck's able to connect. Spartans now with the 9-6 lead. Rice Lake will take it up. Number 12, Nick Schlamp is the point guard for this team, it looks like. He'll take a 3 and connect. Goodness. All 9 points for Rice Lake so far have come from 3, and we see
Lights
this
out.
full court pressure by Rice Lake.
Here they go.
Spartans are able to get it across. Pass to Cook. Ooh, and he kind of loses control there, but is able to get to Krybeck for 3 off the front iron, and Rice Lake is able to get the rebound. Number 14, Nolan Rowe with the board there.
That's all part of the full court press, really getting them to move
Yeah,
fast. That's a nice
Nice
little floater.
transition point there by Judson Rikers.
Coach
And-
Wing doesn't look too nervous yet, so
Well, that's good.
that's good.
With that basket,
Oh, a nice
and
basket.
Jackson Cook is able to bring it to a tie again. 11-11. Somerset able to tie it up there.
Beautiful body control from Cook
Yeah,
on that one.
he knows what he's doing when he's underneath the hoop.
Sure does.
Another 3-point attempt here for Rice Lake, and it's just off. Mason Cook doing what he does best with another defensive rebound. Ty Madden is taking it up the court. See if he can set up the offense here. This Spartan offense really doesn't have a lot of assists. They deal a lot with isolation and driving. And you see right there, Jackson Cook drives. Spartans are able to get the ball back. Krybeck is trying to figure something out.
Oh,
It's double dribble. Or, yeah,
Travel.
travel there.
Little razzle dazzle from
Yeah,
Krybeck.
that was. He
little
likes
too
making those one-handed
Yes, he does.
passes, but he wasn't quite able to connect there.
I'm really not sure how he traveled. That
I'm
was
not
a very,
sure either.
That was a very
Yeah.
odd call. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure what's going on there because he picked up his dribble and then, I mean, he did a one-handed pass, which was really fancy.
I
But
think
I don't
Krybeck
know
would-
how he traveled.
Krybeck would probably agree with you on that one. Probably doesn't totally agree with that call,
I think
but
so. Now Wink is out of his seat, so we better
Yep.
keep an eye on him.
in the crouched position, watching the game on the hardwood floor.
He has enough of sitting down, I bet.
Another 3-pointer, good. This time, Judson Rikers is able to connect. He currently leads the Warriors with 8 points.
Yeah, they
And
got to really
Rice-
fly out on those three-pointers.
Oh,
Ooh,
that-
yep, and that is another travel.
Yep. Mistakes.
Liam Salmon, recently checking into the game for Trey Krybeck, is given an unforced error there, and we have Ben Rybecki coming in for
Checking in for Cook.
Yep,
Mason Cook.
checking out of the game for his first break. Rybecki again last on Friday. Not a lot in the score sheet. Had a couple of rebounds, 1 point, but really had a solid game in the paint. Great defense against Van Watermeulen, the scoring threat for Grantsburg. So we'll see how Rybecki, if he can shut down or help shut down this Rice Lake 3-point attack. Ooh, nice point pass underneath the basket. this Rice Lake team has been doing a pretty good job of passing so far.
Yeah, that's why they're good at shooting threes, and they're really open immediately when they get it. Very good job at passing.
They've been another 3-point attempt,
like
this
that.
time by Tyler Orr.
A freshman.
Goodness. And this Rice Lake team is now to a 6-point lead. Spartans are going to have to figure something out here on the defensive side and offensive side.
Rice Lake's really showing up here. They didn't travel all this way to lose.
No, and this Rice Lake team currently has a record of 1-6, but they've played against some really good teams. And their one win on the season is against Osceola. And Coach Wink brought up during our last game that they beat Osceola by a similar score as the Spartans. So this should be a relatively even matchup for this Spartans team. Ooh, and that's there
we gotta change.
The
I was
ref
like,
able to correct the call there. Originally calling it Rice Lake ball, but fixing it and calling it back to the Spartans. That would have been a difficult one to handle.
Not a lot of happy Spartan fans on the last call.
I don't think we could. I don't think we'd have a lot of people that would agree with that call in the building. Spartans inbound the ball. Rice Lake continues their full court pressure.
Full court pressure.
And that tape pitcher about to check in here too, so that might help a little bit. Ooh.
Madden hard into the paint.
Good rebound.
Medina Ortiz with a nice opportunistic basket there, bringing the score up to 15-17 Rice Lake. Let's see if the Spartans can figure something out on defense. This Rice Lake team is putting up a bunch of screens. It's making it really difficult for the Spartans to guard the perimeter, but nice rebound there by Salmon, and the Spartans have an opportunity to tie, or take the lead for that matter.
A lot of screens is right, Ross
Oh.
Miller.
Ooh, Medina Ortiz with a turnover there. Trying to connect with Salmon and not quite able to make it, and he'll check out. Pitcher back into the game. Tyson Wink also appears to be coming back
Do you
Oh,
mean Tyson one-arm wing?
Tyson One-Arm Wink. I asked him about the new nickname, and apparently he's fine with it.
Old
So-
One
Oh,
Arm.
really?
Apparently he's fine with it. So we'll keep it going. Old One Arm is out there ready to shoot some hoops.
We'll see how Somerset defends these screens. That's really Rice Lake's game plan so
It's
far.
been-
Down screen, coming up, getting it wide open, and kind of just bothering the Spartans.
And they're really good at making the extra pass. Not necessarily the first open shot, but the second open shot that's way more wide open. And that's why they have this 2-point lead right now with right around 11 minutes left to play in this first half of action.
Absolutely.
Salmon waiting on the wing there for Krybeck. Out to pitcher. Rybecki sets the screen. No pick and roll there. Salmon trying to figure something out here for the Spartans. Krybeck has hit a couple of shots. Ooh, Rybecki underneath the basket, but he's not quite able to get a handle on that one. That's Rice Lake ball. Another turnover for the Spartans. And that's also been the story for them on offense so far. And that would be a foul on Rybecki, but the basket is not in. And Coach Wink is not pleased with what's going on right now.
Yeah, he just said, do not force the ball. Let's just make smart, and that's what we have to do. We have to make smart passes.
Rybecki with the first foul for him so far. Spartans with 2 fouls so far, as well as Rice Lake. And
Nolan Roll at the line, missing the
Nolan
front
Rowe
end.
not able to get the roll there. And still a 2-point lead for Rice
Thank
Lake.
you, English teacher.
Yeah, I know. Good stuff.
We are up to 13 viewers.
Thank
Welcome.
you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you're ready for a wonderful night of basketball. As if you weren't here earlier, we will be live streaming both the boys and girls game tonight. Krybeck deep 3, and he connects.
Nice.
Goodness.
Get the rangefinder out for
Yeah,
that guy.
wow. Krybeck with a couple of deep threes, both to help the Spartans stay in this game. And we're all tied up, 18-18.
Honestly, Trey is really the only good thing on offense going so far, aside from a couple of Jackson Cook buckets, and there's another one.
Resnick, Braden Resnick.
Boy,
How many threes have
for
they
3.
had?
Goodness.
Rice Lake just putting on a clinic.
I've got to
here.
say, I think all of their points, except for maybe a couple
3.
from the three-point line, free throw line, have been for 3.
They did. I thought they did have one layup.
They did have one
One
layup.
layup,
They've
yep.
had a couple of free throws, maybe one free throw.
Yeah.
I believe one free throw.
And that's really been it. All of the other baskets for this Rice Lake Warriors team have come for 3. So Coach Wink is going to have to make some adjustments on defense to see if they can stop this 3-point attack. I wonder if they might break out the 1-3-1 zone again, like they broke out against Grantsburg on Friday. We'll see. Madden with a nice drive, but he is not able to finish. And that's Rice Lake ball. Rice Lake currently with a 3-point lead.
I don't try to guess what Coach Wink does. I
No.
learned that very early on in our marriage.
That's and that's why you tune in, folks, to get that insider information from Miss Jessica Wink. Rice Lake, another 3-point attempt, and
Oh
they
my
get
gosh.
they get the friendly roll there as Another three-pointer good for the Rice Lake Warriors. They're now up to a 6-point lead. The Spartans are able to break the press here with Pitcher.
Have we checked that rim?
I don't know.
I was like, did something happen over the weekend where it's tilting in a little bit and getting
At the same time, the rim does not have anything to do with the Spartans' issues with turnovers so far.
No.
I agree.
They've been struggling to keep possession of the ball, and they've been struggling to have some good possessions on offense, partially, in fact, because they've been giving some bad passes so far. And
Honestly,
Coach Wink with the timeout here, probably a good time to get these Spartans back in order. Still only a 6-point deficit for the Spartans, and that'll be a full timeout as we get some time to breathe here in the broadcast booth and talk about and reflect a little bit about what we've seen so far in this game.
Well, honestly, this luck that Rice Lake is having is not going to happen all game.
No.
I mean, they got to be shooting, 70% from
at
downtown
least.
Right now. Yeah.
That's a good point.
So it's not going to last. That's going to wear out. But how Rice Lake responds is going to be. Wink's
Mr.
telling
Wink,
his players
yes.
to play defense.
Play
Mr. Wink,
defense,
if
yep.
you could hear that, I think he wants the players to play defense.
Yes,
So
he is not happy with how they're playing tonight.
and I think this is probably the most upset that I've seen him so far this season, and for
Yes.
good reason, because the Spartans should have they're still in this game, but really they should have every reason to have a lead at this point. Because of the turnovers, because of the wide open shots, Rice Lake has been able to get this lead. And I mean, Mr. Anderson, you're right.
Yeah, the three-pointers that Rice Lake is getting up, they have a ton of luck going their way right now.
They do.
They have been open three-pointers.
They have been open.
They're not contested.
No.
We're getting really lost through some of those pick and rolls, and they're not complicated.
You are more likely to have a higher shooting percentage, obviously, if there isn't a lot of contested shots.
Yeah.
So Rice Lake is taking every opportunity, and they're doing exactly what they came to do. They're hitting the open shot, and they're forcing unforced errors on the defensive side to turn over the ball. So
there's another exchange, and
three.
can't quite get out on it.
Oh, goodness. I believe that will be a foul on Rice Lake.
And what kind of a bench do they have to keep up this pace is another
That's
thing
true.
that I think we should mention.
We saw against Grantsburg that the Grantsburg Pirates were not able to keep up with the Spartans because they really only used 7 players. The Spartans can go 10 deep every game and be pretty confident with their roster.
Yes.
And that keeps the team fresh. So in the second half, Pitcher with a drive. Another one just too hard. The Spartans have had a couple of those that just have not fallen so far tonight.
I think they're trying to drive to the basket to get that and one, and
Yes.
they're just not calling it tonight.
Nope, not yet.
Not saying that's an excuse why we're losing by any means, but just
No, but there's quite a few things, quite a few factors so far that have led to this 6-point lead for Rice Lake, and not a lot of those have been in the Spartans' favor. So Rice Lake again setting the ball up on offense, working the ball around the outside. Another
double screen on
and
Melvin.
it's not just a single screen. They've been working a lot of nice double screens so far.
Yep.
And number 50, Bologna is able to draw another foul there
We'll call
this
him
time.
Alex. Let's
Alex.
just call him Alex.
All right, Alex.
No
So
other Alex is on the team.
number 50, Alex, able to draw a foul this time on Medina Ortiz, his first of the game, and he'll get 2.
Jackson Cook set to come in right here. Coming in for Trey
Krybeck.
Krybeck, giving him a rest because he's definitely he's taking the load on offensively for sure.
7 points so far for Krybeck.
Couple turnovers,
Yep.
but that full court pressure, that's really getting under the skin of the Spartans team.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a Spartan without a couple of turnovers tonight so far.
Yeah, and if the Spartans can break this press efficiently enough, they can really work towards their game, getting out into the open space, transition on
The
the floor.
Spartans do well in transition, and if they can move the ball quickly up the court, you're exactly right, Mr. Anderson. This Rice Lake team could find themselves without enough.
That was a
another
travel.
Yep. 3 travels so far for the Spartans tonight. Jackson Cook does not agree, but I think I'll have to agree with the ref on that one.
If you take 2 steps, you got to go up with it. You can't pass it.
Yep. So Rice Lake with the ball, currently with a 7-point lead here with 8 minutes left in the first half. Boy, has this half flown by so far.
Just like on Friday night, remember?
Just like on Friday night, yeah.
There it is down low.
Oh, boy.
Finally a point in the paint.
We are sleeping a little bit right now.
Yeah, the Spartans are not looking great so far, and that time it was in the paint, not on the outside.
This is their first early game.
That's
so
true.
Let's think about that for a second. What kind of
the preparation is totally different.
Preparation is totally different. Did anybody go home and rest? Did anybody eat? What did you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Not as many opportunities. That's like another hour and a half of time that's gone for them, and that's big.
Well,
yes.
it's kind of like when an NFL team goes to London. Right?
Yeah,
the whole
it's
timetable is
a
all
whole
set.
timetable. You know, and the kids are used to their rhythm. They're used to the, you know, like they're going home, coming, not coming. I mean, they had to be back here by 4:30.
Yeah.
And on a typical night, they don't have to be back here till 5. I know it's just a half an hour, but the varsity players get that extra time just to kind of give their bodies a little bit of a break after the day.
And Mason Cook checking out. Spencer Sint coming into the game for his first minutes of action tonight. And Somerset is able to connect on one of those free throws, but not both, cutting the lead down to 8 points in Rice Lake's favor. Another three-pointer shot, and it's off the front iron, but
should be a good box out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they called it on Jackson Cook. I thought that was a good box out.
Yeah, I thought that Jackson Cook had the position there.
Yep.
But apparently that's not the case, as they'll call a foul on Jackson Cook. Crowd not too happy about that one, and it will be Rice Lake ball.
Well, Rice Lake, they're starting, I mean, really brilliant coaching so far for Rice Lake. They're starting to get, they were doing a lot of screens. Oh, there's another open. Not too open. Contested. That was a contested one.
And Mr. Anderson, you're right. The last 2 times on the court, the three-pointers have not been falling. So eventually, the numbers will eventually go back into the Somerset's favor a little bit, but
they've been, I mean, Rice Lake in the last couple of possessions, now they're starting to do some flex screen stuff under the hoop rather than just kind of the straight-up screen and roll at the top of the key kind of stuff.
Another
really
turnover
catching
for
them
the Spartans.
All directions.
Yeah. Really good game plan, like you were talking about from the coaching staff. They must have saw something in the Spartans' defense that they'd be able to take advantage of. Basket for number 14, Nolan Rowe there. He currently has 3. Spartans are able to break the press here. Medina Ortiz with a nice pass. Spencer
nice
Sims
shot
goes up
fake on
strong.
Spencer. Oh my gosh.
Not able to connect, but able to get the offensive board and misses again. And that time the foul is going to be called on Sint as he went over the back of the Rice Lake defender. Rice Lake with a 10-point lead, 29-19 in their favor. Tate Pitcher is checking out of the game.
Sint is reporting
Sint
out as
also
well.
checking out, and Mason Cook coming back in.
Did someone put a lid on our
Spartans are lined up in the 1-3-1 right now, by the way.
Yeah, so we're trying something different, more of a full court 1-3-1 of sorts here. Trying to see what the Rice Lake Warriors will do in this new defense.
And they should have
Yep.
If you're good at passing, the 1-3-1 is not hard to break if you're really fast, crisp passes.
And that's what they've been doing so far. Madden with the drive, and he goes up, and he's able to draw the foul and the free throw. And one there. Big basket for Ty Madden. 6 points on the night so far. Let's see if he can get it to 7. The Spartans are going to try to cut this Rice Lake lead down to 10 here. Rice Lake currently up 32-21.
Great body control by Ty Madden.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Good on ya, lad.
And we saw a lot of that from him last game. The lefty free throw is good, and that brings it to a 10-point Rice Lake lead. Madden and Pitcher both, or Krybeck that is. Krybeck with a nice steal.
Go to the basket, but
and he's able to connect.
If you got a shot like Trey, you're fine with that little elbow shot.
Yeah.
Trey doesn't do a ton of layups.
No, from the elbow there. He really doesn't usually shoot very often.
No.
Not when you shoot 43% from downtown.
No,
you got to go to the hoop.
You're going to be shooting from 3 more often than not then.
I mean, a high school kid with that percentage is very efficient.
And folks, he takes a lot of them.
Liam Salmon also 42% as well.
Wow. Liam Salmon, how about that?
I dig into the stats, Ross Miller.
That's impressive stuff, Mr. Anderson. Rice Lake doing what they've been trying to do all game, trying to get a 3-point shot attempt up out here.
There's a double.
Yep, Spartans, it looks like they're going back to the man-to-man here. Rice Lake trying to find that 3-point shot, setting up screens, waiting for their shot. Not able to connect there. Nice defense there by the Spartans to give the Rice Lake Warriors a shot that maybe they aren't super happy with. Another potential for 3-point play there. Melvin Medina Ortiz with a nice floater in the lane, and he goes to the charity stripe for an and 1.
Melvin Rondo-esque down there, Rajon Rondo.
Wow, throwback right there.
I mean, kind of reminds me of him, too. A smaller guy, really good ball handler, not a great shooter, and Melvin can shoot, but both kind of with similar games, going to the hoop.
Absolutely. Melvin the
magician. Yes.
Medina Ortiz.
Nothing but net, the old-fashioned three-point play conversion for OGs.
Spartans back into the full court press. Switching it up here for Rice Lake so they can't really plan. Number 14 for 3, and he connects.
He had way too much time.
Nolan Rowe, he was able to get the ball, set, get comfortable, and shoot.
Trying to get in the 1-3-1, but everybody kind of started in the lane. Too much space.
Dino Ortiz with a nice drive again. Not able to draw the foul that time, but is able to connect, and the Rice Lake lead is now down to 6. Looks like we'll get a foul there on Medina Ortiz.
His first.
Yep, his first of the game. The Spartans 6th of this half. Spartans currently with 6, Rice Lake currently with 7, so Spartans will be in the bonus from now on in this half.
You got to like that, though, from Ortiz. I mean, you're down, momentum's not going your way, starting to upswing. It's his first foul, so it's not going to hurt him.
Yeah, and he's trying to take the game. He's trying to take the game into his hands, which is you have to give him credit for that. Krybeck with a nice rebound underneath the basket, and that should be a foul on Rice Lake.
Should be in the bonus now, so that's good.
We should.
Krybeck going to the line.
Should get the 1-and-1 here. Foul on number 23.
As we stated before,
Tyler Orr, his first, the freshman.
Krybeck, pretty efficient from the line. He's 67%-ish.
Not bad. This is on the front end. That one kind of hurts. You always want to make the front end of that 1-and-1. But Rice Lake with the ball here, 6 points, 6-point lead with just under 4.5 minutes left to play in this first half.
Rice Lake number 50, I believe
Another
that's Alex, is in a little
there.
bit of foul trouble already early in the game. He has 3 fouls.
Interesting. That'll be something that we have to keep watching.
Obviously, our inside game isn't hurting her.
Well,
their inside game isn't hurting them right
Not
now.
much, but
you know what I saw from that last possession? Spartans are finally getting a handle on that first initial double screen, but now the secondary screening action is really starting to bite them. Slowly, they're figuring it out on defense.
they're making those adjustments, and that's really key. Another wide open 3 for Nolan Rowe, and he's shown that he can definitely connect from those wide open shots, and he does right there again.
If you look up at the scoreboard right now, on the Rice Lake side, everybody has 3 points.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think that's accurate. Oh, there we go. Maybe it is. I don't know.
But I was just like, I don't think not very often do you see that.
No, you don't. So yeah, Rice Lake definitely living and dying by the 3-point shot. Tyler Orr with 9 points so far in this game, and
Tyler Orr, the freshman.
Rikers
Freshman
with
coming out to
so
play.
far.
He's got the ball right now.
He's a junior.
The Spartans they can't panic. They just have to relax. Keep it
Tyler
close.
Orr is a freshman. That's correct. They're trying to feed the ball underneath here, but able to get the ball back out. Another one from Nolan Rowe, and he connects again. Gosh, he is now the leading scorer for the Warriors.
Now that possession, I mean, Rice Lake's now they're starting to slip screens that they're setting, so now they're trying to get some easy buckets under the hoop.
All the screens, Mr. Anderson. The screens.
If you can master the pick and roll, you're a good team. Good one for Jackson Cook there.
Able to get another and one. And now we're Rice Lake up to a 10-point lead. Spartans with the opportunity to cut it down to 9 here with just over 3 minutes left to play in this incredibly fast-paced first half. A lot of shots put up, a lot of three-pointers made, especially for Rice Lake, and the Spartans have some work to do here at the end of this first half.
And we talk about the luck, the kind of golden egg that they're finding on offense here. I mean, that luck is going to run out. There's no way they're going to shoot 70% from the three-point line. Probably down to 60 by now, but that's still outrageous. Spartan's doing pretty well with all this adversity they're facing right now.
That should be a charge. Yep.
Jackson Cook able to draw the charge. Nice work there. Ready, had his feet planted, and the Spartans love to draw their charges.
Way to sacrifice your body, Jackson Cook.
And he'll check out of the game here after taking that hard hit.
He's fine.
He'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work there by Jackson Cook. It looks like the Rice Lake Warriors are not playing their full court press anymore as they're waiting back.
Pulling out of the press, yep.
In a 1-3-1 of sorts.
They're probably getting very exhausted.
Madden for 3, just off. Foul on number 30, Andy Farm. That will be for Rice Lake.
Rybecky going to the line.
Rybecky for 2 now, as Rice Lake is now up to 10 fouls. That's quite a few fouls in this first half. Besides number 50, Alex, with 3 fouls so far. Nobody in serious foul trouble for Rice Lake, but definitely drawing a lot of fouls are the Spartans.
Ben Rybecki, 1 for 4 on the season so far.
Make that 1 for 5.
1 for 5.
And I'm no math teacher, but I believe that's 20% from the charity stripe.
I don't know, man. I'm not a calculator.
Let's see if Rybecki can connect on this second shot from the charity stripe and get this lead under 10 for Rice Lake.
I do have a really good feeling about where the Spartans are at right now. If they can kind of chip away, make this less than 10, I think Rice Lake is going to run out of this luck, and I think the Spartans are going to really find some golden eggs with this press they're putting on.
I mean, you have to think, Mr. Anderson, that eventually the luck will run out. But not when... Oh.
I think Mr. Wink wanted to, or Coach Wink wanted to travel on that one.
Three-pointer from the freshman Tyler Orr as he connects as well. He's had a couple of three-pointers in this game so far.
That's a clutch shot by the freshman there.
And Ty Madden is able to give the quick response. 34-44 Rice Lake. 10-point lead for the Warriors with just over 2 minutes left to play.
There it is.
There's a turnover for Rice Lake. They haven't had many, but the Spartans able to get some full-court press in there, and Rice Lake turns the ball over.
Fun fact for the night, number 12, Nick Schlamp, and One Arm Wink used to play on an AAU team together, I think 5th grade.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
So One Arm Wink should have the scouting report
You would
on
think so.
Nick Schlamp, so he should be ready to go.
Ooh, quick 5.
Oh.
Ooh. His dad is not going to be happy about that one.
Spartans turn the ball right back over to Rice Lake, as it'll be Rice Lake ball here with just about 2 minutes left to play.
Half-court pressure. Let's see how the Spartans respond here.
Got to eliminate those wide open shots for 3.
Dead in the water.
Good defense so
There you
far.
go.
One Arm Wink tries to get the ball. Good defense
With his
though
good
on
arm,
that
at
one.
least, I guess.
Yeah. Nice defense by the Spartans so far, at least in the last couple of minutes. Really trying to eliminate the wide open shot. Number 14, Nolan Rowe, back into the game. He's had a couple of open threes. Somehow he's been able to get open, even though it seems like he's one of the main scoring threats for this Warriors team. The Warriors don't really seem like they... And that is a travel for the Warriors. Spartan ball. The Warriors don't really seem to be willing to go up when they're underneath the paint. They're willing to wait for an open shot for 3 instead of taking those 2 points underneath the basket.
Yeah, and that's the interesting part that I'm interested to see in is when this luck runs out for Rice Lake, what is their other game? What are they going to try to do? Because it seems like they're not super confident so far putting up shots under the hoop.
Right, usually you have to make adjustments in these games. Three-pointers are not going to be... Three-pointers are definitely the way that you can get out to an early lead, but I don't know if they're necessarily going to be the way that you win the game, per se. So the Warriors, hopefully, the Spartans will be able to force the Warriors to figure out a different way to score points. So far, the Warriors have been able to make it. They've been able to maintain this mostly 10-point lead here late in the second half. Still at 10 points. Matt missing the front end.
Double bonus now.
Yep.
Jackson Cook back in for the Spartans.
Tyson Wink checking back out.
The Spartans got to start making some of these free throws, though, man.
Yeah. They've
I don't think we're doing so well this game.
Not been shooting well from the charity stripe so far. Able to connect on that one, Madden is. So that Rybecki down. Is that a foul? No.
I don't know if he just tripped or what happened. He's smiling though, so that's a good sign.
Looks like he's okay.
Yep.
He has a big presentation in business and technical writing tomorrow, so I hope that he's prepared for that, both physically and mentally.
I wish him the best of luck. That sounds nerve-wracking.
Well, we're lucky to have the Somerset Chamber of Commerce coming to SHS to watch these student presentations, so it's a great opportunity for our school, great opportunity for our students. So
maybe next time we should live stream those.
We could. We could. Next year around this time, we'll try to figure that out. Yeah, I'm sure the students would love that.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Yeah. Spartans with a 9-point deficit here as Rice Lake is going to try to figure out something on offense here. They've stalled a little bit here, but the Spartans have not really been able to answer.
They're starting to curl screens, Rice Lake is. They're really creative with their screening game.
They really have. As we talked about earlier, all the screens are in play here for Rice Lake as they're trying to figure out every which way possible to get the open shot. But Spartans have been able to defend here.
And they find 14 again.
Gosh, Rowe with another mostly open shot, but he misses on that one, and that's where the luck might be starting to run out. Spartans have an opportunity here to cut this deficit a little bit, finish strong going into the second half. Krybeck, a nice open shot for 3, and he connects.
It's good.
Nice work by Krybeck there to just go up and shoot, just like he always loves to do. Somerset now with only a 6-point deficit. Rice Lake 44, Somerset 38.
There's one for Orr. Orr up and in.
Or up the front iron.
Oh, geez, right through his legs.
And that should be off row. Spartan ball with just under 30 seconds to play. Spartans have a great opportunity here to let the clock run out a little bit, possibly cut this lead down to 4 or maybe even 3 going into halftime. And Mr. Anderson, wouldn't that be huge?
That would be really big, as we keep talking about, man, you know, this luck is going to run out for Rice Lake. They're not going to shoot over 50% for the game and threes. It's going to run out, and I think the Spartans will be okay where they're at. Wide open take for Melbourne.
Wow, that's a great.
Medina Ortiz just has a wide open lane, as you said there, Mr. Anderson, and he's able to connect. Spartans just...
Oh, another charge by Jackson.
Another charge by Cook. Wow. Clutch charge there by
Yes.
one Jackson Cook, and it's Spartan ball with just under 14 seconds to play. Spartans have an opportunity to bring it into 2 or even 1 here.
Jackson Cook he's just the man. He'll do anything it takes to get some momentum going his team's way.
He's in the right spot there at the right time. Let's see what the Spartans have planned here with just under 3 seconds left. Madden for 3.
Oh.
Oh, Becky! Well done! Oh my goodness!
Oh, my goodness.
Woo!
Rybecky with the tip-in.
Buzzer beater tip in there, and the Spartans are now only down 2. Wow. Who would've
Unbelievable.
thought? With about 3 minutes left to play, Spartans were down 10, and the Spartans are able to climb back into this game. 42 Somerset, 44 Rice Lake. Wow. What a finish there by the Spartans.
That was amazing. That was incredible.
That was fun. We haven't seen anything like that so far this year. So
Ben Rybecky, he's got some ups too. He was right up there getting in front of the rim.
And Rice Lake forgot to box out, and Rybecky took advantage, and he was there. Wow.
Absolutely. Not a bad last shot, though, for one time ad.
Yeah, not bad.
Not a bad last shot. We got somebody coming up here.
So we have a special guest here that will be playing a big role in the second half of this live broadcast. Sophomore for the girls basketball team, Mackenzie Lusha.
Hi.
How's it
Hi,
going?
Mackenzie.
Good. This sounds so weird.
You get used to it.
So Kenzie, tell us a little bit about your opponent tonight. What do you know about the Rice Lake Warriors?
They're tall and they have long wingspans. Yeah, that's all.
They look to be fairly young, too, it looks like.
That's
Yeah.
how I remember them. They're usually really big girls. I mean, they're tall and
Well, let's just remember, they are quite a bit bigger school than we are.
they
Yes,
are.
they are. They have, I think, almost 300 more students enrolled at their school than our school. So, Kenzie, can you tell us a little bit about your game last Friday when I believe you traveled to St. Croix Central? Can you tell us a little bit about that game?
We started off really strong with a lot of energy. Our 1-3-1 worked really well against Central. We found out they didn't like zone, and that worked really well. And we had some evened out scorers on our team. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of contributors on the offensive side, and really you were able to limit, I think you were able to limit the St. Croix Central offense to under 30 points. Is that correct?
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, so they really did not like that zone.
No, they did not.
So Mackenzie, can you tell us some of the keys to success for your team tonight against this Rice Lake team?
Making hard passes and keeping our head up, getting it into the post, hopefully. Yeah.
Awesome.
Who are you going to get it to in the post? Is it going to be Danny or is it going to be Heather? Or are you going to try to get a little more?
We're gonna get like Danny, Heather, Eve, everyone.
Everyone's going to be getting opportunities in the post.
That sounds fantastic.
Okay. I don't know.
Kenzie, what do you think of your coach, Coach Lindenberg? How is he handling
what can
things
you,
this year?
what insights can you give us into one coach, Corey Lindenberg?
He's pretty intense, and he can like focus on more stuff during practice now that we have more than just him as our varsity coach. So yeah.
That does help, I suppose.
That is an interesting question, though. I mean, let's go back to that. How is it on the team knowing you have 2 full-time basically coaches, and JV basically has 2 full-time coaches / assistants as well? How is that for you guys?
It's pretty good. We can split up posts and guards and like work on our own stuff, and like first off, our coaches help out sometimes because we have 9 people on the bench and like on the team. So one coach will be able to watch what we're doing good and wrong, and then the other one will be in there to like help and like all that stuff.
Awesome.
Well, that
Coaches
sounds great.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever too much thing as too many coaches, so I'm glad that the program finally has a good, solid number of coaches.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
Anything helps.
Mackenzie, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Can I just
Ooh,
ask one quick question?
absolutely, that would be
so
great.
after tonight's game,
Yes.
sorry, Mr. Probst was talking to me. Who do you play on Friday?
Baldwin. No, Amory.
I was
We're
like,
playing Amory.
I
I'm
think
excited
your
for
dad
the
told me.
Baldwin game. I'm excited for the Baldwin game.
Oh,
so
let's just look at tonight's game, and
Amory.
then yep, and then
It's
Friday
Amory.
night is Amory. Yep.
I'm
all right.
excited for Amory too.
And it's at Amory at 7:15.
Yes.
Okay, that's not a far drive then.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you,
Thank you.
and finish your first semester strong.
I will. Thank you.
She'll be
Bye.
great in biology.
Oh yeah.
She'll be
Best-
great in writing craft next semester.
Best grade so far is biology, so let's go.
Solid. I wonder where the success comes from.
I do too.
Thank you, Kenzie.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. All right. So, got about 5 minutes left in this halftime. We will have a dance team performance during the girls' halftime. So, stay tuned for that.
Do we have an attendance account yet?
I was just about to come in with that with just a couple production notes here. We are going to break this broadcast between this one and the girls' game later. We're going to break it into two separate games, but at the end of this game, we are hoping to get a interview or two from some Spartan members here. One, Troy Wink, always good for a good interview, and also we'll try and grab a player at the end of this broadcast, and then we will quickly switch over to a new link, which will be posted on the Facebook page by Mr. Probst. So it will be a new link for the girls' game.
Can we explain to our audience
Good to know.
why we do that? There is a certain reason we do that, correct?
Why we post on, or
Why
why
we do two?
oh
separate.
just so a lot of our players like to go back and watch the games. And just having two separate links would be a lot easier than trying to go through 6 hours of footage. So
Okay. I just want to.
As much as everyone would love to watch 6 hours of us talking.
I don't know what
I
you
mean-
want to watch other than that. Yeah.
I mean, we do have a tournament here this Saturday. What are you guys doing? Little kids tournament. I'm going to be here all day. Let's go. Come on. 8th grade, 5th through 8th
That might have to be a solo show this week.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll leave all the gear up here for you. You
Yeah, you can just
you
show up
Go to
and,
town on that one. That's all right.
I would tune in for sure. I would definitely one of the people listening to the game, but
But our
Maybe I
fans,
could do our future Spartans in 8th grade.
yes.
I guarantee
Give a nice preview.
our fans have been dying to hear the attendance, Mr. Wallen's attendance count.
Yeah, so we do need a drum roll here.
A
Oh,
staple.
wait. Do we have. Hold on a second. Do we have the chat on?
We do not.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we can no longer have the chat.
Oh,
no longer
really?
have the chat
Correct.
due to some district policy rules that we were made
that's-
aware of. So.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
okay.
all right.
Otherwise, I would say we could guess.
But Mr. Wallen's attendance count, drum roll. 202-ish
Oh.
people in attendance.
That's
now
more than I actually
attendance
thought.
down a little bit, but keep in mind that we do have 3 active gyms full of people right now.
And we do have a boys hockey game going on pretty soon as well.
That is true, starting later at about 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's
so we
great.
have a lot of high school athletics going on in Somerset tonight. A lot of
Sure.
action going on, which is great to see.
Well, I can tell you one thing that's going on January 18th.
What
something
is
known
going
as-
on January 18th,
The
Mr.
Somerset
Anderson?
Soccer Club presents the annual 3v3 tournament is happening on January 18th.
Nobody's going to go to that thing because they're all going to be at the Bass Lake Tournament, which is happening January 18th. So I want to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the Bass Lake
Yeah.
tournament, Mr. Anderson. Are you sure you can read that PSA there?
The Somerset Fishing Team.
That he created
Join the
himself.
Somerset Fishing Team for some frozen family fun at the new Bass Lake Fishing Tournament. Come out Saturday, January 18th, which is in less than 2 weeks, next weekend, and support our local high school team. Youth and adult competitions are from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. with prizes following. We just got the prizes in the mail 2 days ago. They
Exciting.
are pretty awesome. A lot of Eskimo gear, shacks, augers, you name it. Tons of prizes and tons of fun for the whole family. Adult competitors are $20 for lake entry. Children 12 and under are free and will comprise the youth competition. For up-to-date information and competition regulations, visit our team website. This link can be found on our Facebook page or on the Somerset School District website under the Youth Offerings tab. If you are interested in knowing more information, contact me, Mr. Keaton Anderson, at the high school.
And how many kids do you have helping now? How many kids are in the fishing club with you here? that are helping you
Well,
out?
I had about 30 fundraised, so I'm counting 30 as being official members, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. So attendance is up from last year, and you'll probably see darn near all of them at the tournament. They're going to be doing a lot of the kind of jobs, basically. There's going to be kids weighing fish. Well, not weighing fish. At the weigh station, kids are going to be measuring your fish because we want to promote catch and release as much as possible. So you have to bring your fish alive to the weigh station, and then our kids are going to measure them. Our kids are going to document it. Our kids are going to sell you food and sell you any merchandise you may want. They're doing it, man. It's their thing.
Is there Somerset Fishing Team merch?
There is Somerset Fishing Team merch. You can
Exciting.
buy our fun and adorable hats, our beanie hats, as well as
Everyone loves
bumper
being adorable.
stickers. Yes.
When you're out ice fishing, your main priority shouldn't be to catch fish. It should be to look adorable.
Ice fishing is a lot like basketball, where half the battle is just looking good.
Can you explain a little more of that connection?
Well, I just told you, half the battle is looking good, man. You
Well,
gotta.
my favorite part of the first half is watching Tyson Wink one up and down with that ice auger in his hand. Just a
Yeah.
Really showing the connection between multiple activities and events here.
Okay, how many arms do you need for ice fishing?
One.
One?
Two.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, you need two?
Yeah, because
You
you
do
got to
need
hang
two?
onto your pole with one, and then you got to grab down. the
nah,
fish with
just
the other.
one arm reaching down.
Just
to
put
the
one
hole,
in your
grab that
reaching
fish.
down,
elbow,
see?
Let
your
go of
armpit.
the pole for a brief time and hope the fish stays there, then grab it.
That could work.
See, he can lift
Problem
down.
solved.
He can't lift up.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time, so everybody should come out for sure.
We're about ready here to start this second half. We hope it's as exciting as the first half. Just to remind you on the score, Rice Lake 44, Somerset 42. The Spartans stormed back at the end of the first half, able to cut that lead down from 10 to 8 with like the last couple of minutes. So
Very impressive. My
very,
goodness. I
very
mean,
impressive, and we hope they can keep that momentum going in the second half.
nobody, myself included, thought that they were going to creep up to within 2 points in the last minutes.
We
I
talked
mean,
about
that
getting
is-
it down to like 6.
Yeah, I
and,
mean, we talked about 6.
down
those,
to 2.
Those
impressive.
last 2 from Ben Rybecki with the clutch tip in at the buzzer.
That certainly
helped a lot.
helps. And it looks like Rice Lake is going to be doing more of the same thing, trying to find the open shot on the perimeter, setting screens all over the place to make the Spartans struggle to get there. Oh, and there's where the luck runs out a little bit as Nolan Rowe, the ball is halfway into the basket and runs out.
Every ounce of the rim couldn't quite
Yes.
find it in. But that's, like we say, the luck's going to run out. The well's going to run dry here for these guys.
Yep. Start the second half. On the court we have Mason and Jackson Cook, Trey Krybeck, Melvin Medina Ortiz, and Ty Madden.
Is that on number 50?
That might be on number 50.
Yep.
Number
quick-
50, Alex B. I think
Alex
we can
B.
call him Alex B.
Yeah, I
so
think so.
Alex B with his 4th foul of the game. Some early foul trouble for one of the few post players,
He looks frustrated at going to the bench. Oh, he's mad.
and his
He is
coach
not
doesn't
happy.
look too happy either.
Why?
Oh, nice move.
Nice moves, nice passing there. Krybeck connects with Mason Cook, an easy 2 under the basket. That's 4 for Cook tonight, as the Spartans are able to tie it up here, 44-44.
A lot of 4s on the scoreboard.
A lot of 4s going on here. Foul on the Spartans, number 10, Trey Krybeck, his 2nd off-ball foul, it looks like there. And the Rice Lake Warriors will inbound. A lot of passing going on here, a lot of ball movement.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, another. It's the other Cook brother that is able to draw the charge as Mason Cook draws the Somerset Spartans' 3rd charge of the game, as that's another turnover and another foul for Rice Lake.
Must be something in the water at the Cook household.
Must be. Goodness. Those are fun to watch.
That is fun. That was not even a charge going to the basket. That was a charge passing it to a fellow teammate kind of thing.
It seems like the Spartans are coming out in the second half just more confident. Just how they broke the press right there.
Yes.
Just they took the ball, they charged it up the court, and now we're here to set up the offense.
They're taking that energy from that last second shot by Ben Rybecki.
And continuing,
in the second half.
And Ty Madden with a nice drive there, finishing with the left hand. Spartans now with the lead, 46-44, their first lead since like 2 minutes since 2 minutes have passed in the first half. So a nice lead here for the Spartans early in the second half.
Our bench is also becoming more vocal, too.
Yes, we can hear him up here, and that's always a good sign.
It's definitely easier to be excited when good things are happening, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And Zach W. Winnie's, I believe, is able to connect for 3, and Rice Lake right back up. But the Spartans are able to break the press again. Deep pass by Ty Madden to Medina Ortiz. And we'll see what the Spartans have in store here.
Does Rice Lake just work on screens and three-pointers in practice? Is
that
all they do?
If you told me that's what they did, I would believe you.
Yeah.
So Madden deep for 3 and is not able to connect.
Early in the game here, I saw the head coach put in a cheat code for the 3-point shot, and that is why they're making so
Is that
many.
why? Okay.
That makes a lot of sense, Mr. Wallen.
Yep.
That's why we keep you up here, because you give that
Another
inside.
one. Are you kidding me?
There you go.
Number 3 for Jackson Cook there, as the Spartans have drawn 4 charges so far. Goodness.
They are legit charges.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they're like,
all of them have been earned.
yes,
folks.
I agree.
Jackson will be paying for those a little bit tomorrow, but he'll be happy to be paying for those.
I bet you there's one person that doesn't agree.
Probably.
I would think Rice Lake's coach, maybe.
Yeah,
Or the
and
player.
probably the players. But I think most people in attendance would agree that those are legitimate charges. Spartans able to break the press again, and Madden oh my goodness!
Nice. That was beautiful.
What a drive and what a finish by Madden as he skies into the air. Fancy ball movement, and he's able to finish and putting the Spartans back up 48-47. Man.
The Skywalker man with a little dipsy-do razzle-dazzle at the hoop.
There we go, Mr. Anderson. I love it.
Big turnover.
Turnover there by Rice Lake, and they're looking a little bit rattled here early on in the second half.
We haven't had a dipsy-doo call in a long time.
And a razzle-dazzle on top of that.
Holy
We gotta
moly.
add that to ours on
We do,
Friday
absolutely.
night.
Yeah.
We have to add that to our vernacular.
Oh,
We're
are
not-
we live streaming Friday night, by the way?
I think
We
we are.
are.
We are
That's the
fantastic.
plan,
Oh,
so-
great.
The Baron Bears coming to town.
I would also like to give a shout out to Caden Krybeck. He is taping for the boys basketball team, so Ryan Knudsen could do the camera tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
Caden
Well
and
done,
Medina
Caden.
Ortiz is able to connect. He now has 11 points in this contest. And the Spartans now have a 3-point lead with just under 15 to play in this second half.
I like to immortalize a little like Dick Vitale in myself when I'm color commentary.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you and Dick Vitale, I don't really know the difference, so.
Sweet baby.
Rice Lake just short there. Rebound for the Spartans, and Jackson Cook drives.
Nice.
I feel like Jackson Cook almost touched rim there.
Yes, our kids are fired up. If you watch our
bench
boys
is
on
excited.
the bench, even big timeout.
And that's a timeout
Look at
for
our
the
guys
Rice
go
Lake
after
Warriors.
those players.
Tyson Wink is
out
swinging
there,
all one of his arms around.
getting excited. Woo! Tyson is hyped up. He's hyping up his teammates
He
too.
probably gets that from his mom.
Yeah.
Well, that last
Well,
possession.
or maybe not. we did
what
see
we saw
Mr.
earlier from Mr. Wink.
I mean,
Might say
when-
both of his parents.
When
Yeah.
you see Jackson Cook go into just drive and head down to the rim like that, nobody in front of him, you almost anticipate some sort of a dunk opportunity. I mean, seriously,
It was close.
Yeah.
Honestly, we had another nice view of it, and it was close. folks.
I know he can do it. I mean, if the time is right.
If he's able to
He eats the
dunk
right
in
thing before the
traffic,
game.
though, if he's able to dunk in traffic, not on a breakaway, goodness.
I think Coach Wink would not want him to dunk at this
Probably
point
not.
in the game.
Yeah.
But
Go for the for
go
sure
for
shot.
the certain layup. Otherwise,
But I think he could dunk in traffic, not in traffic.
In the
I
pool.
I messed up that joke.
Oh.
Oh, boy, we'll bring that one.
Somebody
Drops
cut
the
his
metaphorical
mic.
ball there,
We
Mr.
will
Wallen.
bring that joke back for the second broadcast tonight.
I don't know if we should give you an opportunity in the second
Yeah, I
broadcast.
don't
yes, he'll be taking over for me,
That's
won't you?
true. That's
That was not great. But that's okay. We'll give you another chance.
That was rough. Sorry, folks.
Oh my goodness. Rice Lake inbounding the ball here. Somerset up 5 with a score of 52-47. First time with a lead of at least 5, I think, for the Spartans. Mr. Wallen is checking out of the broadcast here for a little bit.
he's had a long day, give the guy a break a little bit. Another open one.
Yeah, and that was an extra shot there where it seemed like they had an easy bucket underneath the basket.
Off to the races.
Yeah, Medina Ortiz in too much traffic there.
Yep.
Speaking of traffic, and he's not able to really figure anything out on offense there.
He
Too
needs
much-
help driving in traffic. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
Too much traffic, almost like a traffic
Jam.
jam.
Oh!
Call the Burn Lord.
Oh my gosh.
You all are unkind.
Foul on Medina Ortiz there. I think, to me, that's just good defense, but maybe there are a little too much action with the hands.
Melvin can get it. He can get fancy with it, man.
Hey, one tape picture checking into the game. One of our best listeners, Grandma Trudy.
Hi, Grandma Trudy.
Hope you're
Grandma
watching.
Trudy.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate your fandom of the Spartans and the live stream, and we hope you're having a wonderful evening.
Tate is so happy that you're able to watch his games from down there in Texas.
Yes.
Oh, I bet you it's a lot warmer down there than it is here.
I would think so. Nice defense here by the Spartans, and the bench is really getting into it. Excellent work, fighting through screens, preventing the open shot, clapping going on here.
They're loud.
Yeah, we can hear them up here.
I feel like I should talk louder so you can hear me.
Goodness.
Oh, we got a turnover.
Get the turnover. Tate pitcher.
Here goes Tate pitcher.
Woo! What a defensive set by the Spartans, and they're able to finish on offense now with a 7-point lead. Wow. What a possession by the Spartans there.
This has been a fun game to watch tonight.
This has been a fun game to watch so far.
And everybody laughs at me when I start screaming in the mic checks. Now you know why.
Yeah.
That's because it's the mic checks, Mr. Anderson.
Well, for reasons like this, when we start yelling,
Good.
it's exciting.
You got a
Another
foul
charge
on
call.
14. No, it was just on the rebound.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep, sorry.
Sorry, on the rebound.
No, it's okay.
That's okay.
I mean, if you want to call that a charge, you
Well,
probably could, but
when the ref takes his hand behind,
yeah.
his fist behind his head, and he goes like this, it looks like a charge.
it did look
Mr.
like a
Anderson,
charge.
you were ready.
I was ready. I was jumping on it.
Tyson Wink checking into the game for Jackson Cook.
My husband this weekend was showing me a video of, I know it's a different sport, but baseball, I know you coach baseball, so they actually have umpire school where they actually practice.
I saw those videos. It
Are
looks
those
hilarious.
Unbelievable. It's absolutely hilarious. If you
is.
could search for those videos of that is a good watch.
It's like a weird dance line.
Yes, it is. You're like, should I be watching
And
this
they're
or
out on
shouldn't
this
I?
huge, expansive baseball
Yes.
field. Nothing else happening. Foul on the court there.
So if you're bored some night or whatever, just go
Yeah,
and
folks,
search
if you're at home and you have some time to kill between live streams tonight, go ahead and check that out. Mr. Wallen, how many people do we have listening right now or watching?
We have a solid 21 people.
Wonderful.
watching
Times
And
5.
That's
Yep,
great.
times 5 at least, because each household has at least 5 people
Absolutely.
watching. So
pushing 100
thank you
people
all
watching
100
today.
plus people for watching tonight. We appreciate
Let's
it.
call it 1,000. Let's round up.
Well, what
Why
about
not?
Grandma Judy? Maybe she has some friends over.
She could, absolutely. Who's to say it's just 5?
Yes.
And that'll be a turnover by Trey Krybeck there as we ball back to Rice Lake. Spartans currently with a 7-point lead with just under 12 minutes to play here in the second half. Salmon checking in for Krybeck.
Rice Lake only putting up 3 points so far in this half.
They have struggled offensively so far. And it's been mostly in part to the Spartans playing tenacious defense, especially on the perimeter. And Rice Lake has been a one-trick pony so far. They've not figured out anything else. Wink will be called on the foul there.
Old one arm.
Old one arm.
Don't worry, we get
Charged
to
with the
make
foul.
these jokes because we have him in class.
Yes.
Mr.
Oh,
Wall,
I'm
the
so-
producer, and I.
Did you just
we,
make a joke about Tyson?
Yeah.
we-
Oh, what was it? I missed it. I was off.
We called him Old One Arm.
Old
Oh,
one arm. We added the
old,
old
oh.
onto it.
No.
Yeah. I'm
The
sure he
old
loves
one-
that.
Old One Arm going in there, guns a-blazing again.
Has he been, how has he been? Has he been okay in class?
Well,
Because he's pretty down when he gets home.
He
so.
just got a foul called.
Oh, that's okay. Well, good. Then he's using his arms.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa. Nope. 2 shots.
Oh, darn. Pitcher was in the right spot, but just
Trying to do
didn't
his
quite have
best.
the feet set.
Trying to do his best Jackson Cook impression there.
I guess so.
Not quite able to figure it out, and that will be
His hair isn't
2
dark
shots
enough.
for Rice Lake.
That's true. That's true. New haircuts on the team. You mentioned
Yes.
pregame here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple
Spencer
new
Sint
haircuts.
and
Yeah.
Tate pitcher.
Gets the Warriors able to get the lucky roll. Number 14, Nolan Rowe, finally getting the lucky roll. And I believe he is the leading scorer for the Warriors so far tonight. Not able to connect on the second one. Long rebound there by pitcher. And Ty Madden will take it up the court. Madden able to cross over, floater in the lane, and it's able to connect. Boy, was that pretty by Madden. As the Spartans are able to get their lead up to 8 now with 11 minutes to play. Another foul, looks like on the shot there. Rice Lake will get 2. Let's see who the foul is there. This time on Tyson Wink, I believe. Or nope, number 3. Ben Rybecki with the foul, his second of the night.
Well, let's go to our basketball player survey where we can talk about Old One Arm and his favorite players. Jess, you have bred a son that is a Wisconsin boy through and through with his favorite players list.
Oh,
he
yes,
loves
he is.
Prince Fielder, Aaron Rodgers, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You want to try that one again?
I don't know if I can say
Can
that.
I do it?
We just call him Giannis.
For a guy that wears a Bucks jersey
Yes.
about 3 out of the 5 days
Giannis-
during the school day.
I don't know how to say his name.
Get
but I
ready.
like
Here we go.
wearing
Here we
it.
go.
Well
We're all teachers here. Here we go. Listen up. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
There we go.
I
Antetokounmpo.
I watched Giannis's brother. Actually, we did watch Giannis's brother in Downham State basketball tournament a few years ago. Uh-oh.
Do you remember who he played for? I think he's playing college basketball now. If
Yeah, I think he was like with Drake at the time, maybe.
Yeah.
I want to say Whitefish Bay Dominican.
That sounds,
I think
Dominican
that's who it
sounds
was.
right. So Giannis has quite a few siblings that play in the Milwaukee area.
Giannis, if you are listening right now, give us we'd love to give you a shout out.
Give us a shout out.
Yes.
One arm Wink able to corral the ball here, dribble with the left hand, and is able to draw the foul.
Oh.
He used both hands on that offensive possession. And there will be a timeout by the Spartans here as they look to reset. They have a 9-point lead here with 10 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. Goodness gracious, what a second half start for the Spartans so far.
I'd like to call out Jet Vang tonight. He said we were going to try to interview him tonight, I believe, or even do the camera. And he said he had to lead the crowd.
Well, I mean, that's fair. The student section needs to be hyped up.
They're a little quiet tonight.
They are quiet. I think they're saving their energy.
Are they saving their energy for the girls' game?
And here we go. We have a
here we
cheer. There it is.
There it is.
We get a cheer by the cheerleaders leading the student section. Sadly, half the student section is seated. Don't know what's up with that, but
let's give a shout out to those cheerleaders as well.
yeah, great
They do
work by the
great job.
Somerset cheer team. They're always at these sporting events, doing a great job keeping the crowd involved and invested. And that's a big time commitment for them.
I got a cheerleading stat for everybody.
Oh, boy.
They competed this last weekend in a competition,
yep.
and they won in the top 2/3 of the competition. There was 3 teams, and they got second.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I heard
Top
though,
2/3. Goodness.
Ziana Rivard, because I have her in biology, today in class I was talking to her about it, and she said they missed out on first place by 0.7 points.
Close call.
We all agreed to blame it on Melena Cisco.
I bet she loved that.
Just kidding, Cisco.
And I believe the middle school cheer team got 3rd and 4th place as well. So,
And what about our dance team? Uh-oh. Wink is not going to be happy about that.
I don't think that is possible because he led with the bad shoulder. So
Yeah,
there
he
couldn't
did.
Be a
It
lot,
couldn't have been
a
that
lot of
hard.
strength
No,
behind
nope.
that.
We know the truth on that
Yes,
possession
yes.
right there.
He told me last night that he goes, I can't open the library door. I have to hold all my books in my right hand, and then I have to use my left. I can't do it, Mom.
That's difficult for Tyson because he enjoys spending a lot of time in the library.
He does. Most of our students do. Yes.
You're right.
The supposed to be cell phone free zone. but-
Yes. Shout out to Mr. Barry.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Barry.
And Rice
Long
Lake is able to
two.
finally get in the scoring column here as they've only had 7 points so far this half. But they have cut the lead down to 7 now. Spartans 58, Rice Lake with 51. Spartans need to figure something out here on offense. They have to get it going here again. We still have about 10 minutes left in this half. Can't stop now.
Nope.
Cook setting it up on offense here. A lot of dribbling and not a lot of passing.
Yep.
Madden open for 3, and he'll take it. Oh, and it's off the front iron. Madden not able to connect a lot from 3 tonight. He's done most of his damage in the paint, driving. And we'll see if he can connect for 3 here. Rice Lake with a rare shot from within the paint, and they are able to connect.
Weren't they too close to that?
I think that, yeah, it's impressive they were able to make it because they were so close to the basket on that shot. But able to get it into Mason Cook, out to Jackson Cook. Cook drives, kicks out to Trey Krybeck. He shoots for 3, and it's off. And Rice Lake is able to do a good job boxing out the Spartans, and they will take the ball up the court with only a 5-point deficit here. Also in the bonus is Rice Lake, as the Spartans already have 7 fouls. Ooh, but there's a foul on number 30, Andy Farm, as Mason Cook is able to draw the foul.
What a great last name.
Absolutely, Andy Farm, especially in this neck of the woods.
Yes, exactly. Especially Wisconsin. That's fantastic.
So that'll be Rice Lake's 6th foul, Farm's 3rd foul of the game, as some of the regulars for the Warriors are getting into a little bit of foul trouble here with just over 9 minutes left. Madden will take the ball up for the Spartans, see if they can figure something out on offense here. Medina Ortiz driving to the hoop. Oh, and not quite able to connect. Wow, he has a quick left hand there.
He is left-handed.
He was not able to connect. Seems like the defenders do not know he's left-handed because they're guarding him more to his right side.
Well, it's funny you say that because I don't think they know he is either. On the press a few times they've already, they try to glide a player, try to fan him to the outside, towards the out of bounds. And, Melvin, when he's on the left side of the floor, just kind of goes right for it and speeds right around him.
Absolutely. It looks like we'll have Jackson Cook here shooting some free throws, trying to extend the lead. Now both teams are in the 1-and-1 bonus.
This could be a long second half, huh?
This possibly could be, with just under 9 minutes to play and already 7 fouls for both teams.
Nice rebound by Mason Cook.
With the rebound, but just short with the putback. Darn, it would be nice if the Spartans could have connected on that one.
Coach Wink is looking a little frustrated. He's like, where's our intensity that we had coming out of the half?
Yeah, the Spartans have been a little stale so far. Extra pass there after a open drive.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, not quite able to corral that one is Medina Ortiz.
Trey with
Nice.
the foul.
A little bit of a flop there by Tyler Orr, but he's able to draw the foul.
I'm very impressed by the freshmen on this Rice Lake team. I mean, Tyler Orr, 23. Like, this kid's got some game, and he's a freshman. I'm very impressed by his play so far.
He's been playing well so far. He's hit 2 threes so far in the game, so he has 6 points, only 2 fouls tonight. And yeah, he's been holding his own against mostly older competition. The Spartans don't start any sophomores or freshmen on their varsity squad, so all juniors and seniors.
Yeah, I mean, he's a smaller kid, and
Good.
playing
Krybeck.
basketball, being small is not always a good thing.
Oh, Krybeck is able to draw the foul, almost able to connect on the basket, but he will have 2 shots here for the Spartans.
We even see Orr playing one-on-one against Trey Krybeck, probably the best offensive
It's a
player
difficult
the Spartans.
thing
Yeah,
to do.
He holds his own. I'm very impressed. I'm excited to see him play in the coming years here.
That is impressive. I mean, Krybeck is one of the main offensive threats for the Spartans, so if that's who you're guarding, you got to be pretty good defensively. And Krybeck misses the first shot of the 2 for his free throws. See if he can connect here on the second shot. And he is able to connect. Spartans now with a 6-point lead, 59-53, with just over 8 minutes to play in the second half. Both teams in the 1-and-1, both teams with 8 fouls so far. Definitely something to keep tabs on as we continue in this game. Deep 3 for the freshman, but he's not able to connect. Long pass down to Krybeck in the paint, and he is able to connect.
Oh, someone just got a technical.
Oh,
Okay.
Krybeck with
All right.
the
I'm not sure what
technical?
happened. I'm not sure what just happened. Oh, you must have said something in his. Okay.
Krybeck with the technical there must have said something underneath the hoop after making that basket, which is something that we probably shouldn't be doing. And Rice Lake very excited.
Trey's upset with himself.
Yeah.
He knew he
Yeah.
he let his emotion get the best of him.
I
and
think
that's
he
okay.
can own it in that case.
Yes, he can own it, and he'll move forward.
So it'll be 2 shots here for Rice Lake. Make the first one. Shooting free throws will be Nick Schlamp, the junior, currently with 6 points tonight.
That was interesting. Did anybody really up here see what?
I really didn't see anything that.
When I watched on the replay, it looks like he just when he made it, I think he just trying to turn and said something.
Yeah, I didn't even catch. The touchdown pass was good.
It was a great
up
pass.
and in, but
Changing the subject, but did anybody see that ref hustle down the court? He was
hauling.
he was hauling. I'm like, oh my goodness.
So the technical will also give Rice Lake the ball back here after making those 2 free throws. Spartans now with a 6-point lead as they currently hold the lead 61-55. Number 14, Nolan Rowe with a rare drive to the basket. Not able to connect, and Spartans are able to corral the ball. Jackson Cook with the basket. Rice Lake really wanted the travel there.
I think. Yes, they did.
But
Well,
Jackson able to connect there. I'm not so sure that it wasn't a travel, folks, but we'll go with the refs. They had a better view than I did.
he gets his standard 2.5 steps.
Yes, Mason Cook with the rebound, and we have to kind of calm down here a little
Coach Reed
bit.
was trying to get them calmed down just to relax.
Spartans have to get in order here. A 3 would have been nice there, but not quite able to connect as time added. Get back on defense, gentlemen. Number 50, Alex B. back into the game with 4 fouls. Nice rebound there by Jackson Cook. And the Spartans need to slow it down here, take the ball at the court, be methodical here in these last 7 seconds. Be calm, cool, and collected. You have the lead. You have the 8-point lead. You are in control. You're in the driver's seat.
Make good shots.
Yes.
Make good strong passing.
Don't turn the ball over. Be smart. And that's a
Good call.
travel. Yep. And that's what you don't want to see. That's an unforced error. That Ty Madden kind of dribbled into a trap, and there's nothing else he could really do. So it'll be Rice Lake ball. Spartans still with that 8-point lead, 63-55, with right around 6.5 minutes to play in the second half. Another shot there by number 50, Alex B. Not able to connect. Cook with the drive. And he is,
nice tip in by Madden.
Madden skies for the put back. And that's 20 points for Madden on the night.
Rice Lake's crowd is wanting a goaltending, but nope, sir, that was
Nope,
already
that
coming.
was outside of the rim, and we had a really good view of that,
Yes.
actually. That was outside of the cone of sorts.
Do you think we should talk to maybe we'll tell our Rice Lake friends to watch the live stream tonight?
So
when they
yeah,
get home?
Rice Lake friends, go ahead. Once you get back home, go ahead and look at the live stream. You'll have a pretty good shot to see that was not goaltending by Ty Madden. It was actually a very well-timed leap and a nice putback. A big putback for the Spartans. They're now up 10, 65-55.
He floated on a cloud up into the sky. Skywalker Man! It's exciting when that happens, really.
It really is. You love that call, Mr. Anderson, and
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to say I love it as well.
For sure.
Skywalker. Ty Skywalker Madden.
Yeah,
Why not?
for sure.
Why not, folks? Why not? Another
Surprised
nickname.
he didn't throw it down, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised too. He had the opportunity to. But another nickname created right in front of our eyes. Excellent work, Mr. Anderson.
I'm always looking out for everybody's best interest.
Okay, so we've got Melvin the Magician.
Yep.
We've got
Tyson One Arm, Wink, or Old One Arm.
old
Yep.
One Arm. We gotta get all these kids nicknames.
We do.
I mean, fantastic. So if I had to call them down to the office, I should just call them by their nickname.
Yes. Ooh, and that might be why the Warriors do not shoot off underneath the basket, because that was an easy bucket, and they're not able to connect. Woo! Ty Madden with another going up strong in the paint, skying for another 2 points.
He's got
As
22 on the night
he now
already.
has 22, and that's
Yeah.
a quiet 22, honestly.
That
That's
was his
surprising.
total from Friday night's game.
Yeah. So the Warriors still trying to work through some screens, and again, the luck is running out for the Warriors as Rowe is not able to get the lucky roll. Another missed three. He leads the team with 14, but not a lot of points in the second half so far.
Ty arranging it in there, almost pulled the trigger.
Goodness.
He's
Ty is-
feeling it. He's hot right now.
He is. And he hasn't made a ton of shots outside, but he's able to do this, folks. Drive to the basket.
Oh, that's
and
over.
that's going to be
the
over
back.
and back for Medina Ortiz.
That's over the back.
Yep, and that one, I think he can own that one too. Medina Ortiz with his third foul of the game. And,
Somebody's shooting free throws.
yep, we have 2 free throws here for the Warriors as the Spartans are at 10. Krybeck actually already with 4 fouls
Yes.
as well, so the Spartans are going to have to be careful of that. They have a nice lead right now, 12 points, but by no means is this game over. So, going to still have to be smart and do all of those things we talked about earlier. Be smart with the ball, make smart passes. Don't give this team any easy baskets. And also try to avoid the fouls. Anytime that a team can be scoring points while the clock is not running is not really great. So, Madden checking out of the game, getting a nice round of applause from the Spartan faithful here.
Getting a nice break, too,
Yes, he's earned it.
so we can finish strong.
Yes. So Rice Lake able to connect on the second free throw, cutting the lead down to 11, and they're back in the full court press. Let's see if the Spartans are able to be.
That looked funny, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It looked like it was almost a Euro step.
Yeah.
Not underneath the basket. And Rice Lake wanted to travel, but was not able to get it there. Spartans operating in their half-court offense, trying to get something to go here, but also being intelligent with the ball. Waiting for their shot. Rice Lake coaching staff is asking their team to pressure the ball, trying to force some turnovers. Jackson Cook with the ball. Number 50 has to be careful because he already has 4 fouls.
Got to get it across half court.
Yep, Tate Pitcher able to get it across.
They are.
Rice Lake is playing some nice, tenacious defense, but that is a foul on number 21, Judson Rikers. I believe that is his second foul of the game. Rikers with 13 points tonight so far.
Jackson Cook from the line so far this season is 57%, 8 for 14.
And it'd be nice if he could, he's shooting about 50%, it'd be nice if he could make the first one of this one to allow the Spartans to set up and be ready to go back in transition. Oh, and it rims out, but Mason Cook, Rybecki there with the big rebound. Rybecki goes up strong. Oh, and the bank is not quite open, but Rybecki's there again. And that's going to be a jump ball, folks. Yep, jump ball, and that will be in possession of the Spartans. Nice, tenacious defense underneath the hoop by both Mason Cook and Ben Rybecki.
Great hustle for the Spartans.
Yes.
Still in it.
Yep,
I mean,
they're fighting.
There's 4:31 to go, so I mean, there's a lot of time. You're only up by 11. So
It's what you like to see when your team has a lead. They're still fighting as if it's a tied ball game.
For sure.
Medina Ortiz for 3, just a bit off, and it'll be a rebound there by Rice Lake, and they'll push the ball up court, kicking it out to Alex B, and he connects. Alex B for 3. And that, I think, is his first three-pointer of the game. He currently has 6 points, and our Somerset dance team is joining us now, here to watch the end of the second half, and I would assume the first half of the girls' game. We should be joined by a couple members of the Somerset dance team, I believe, after their performance tonight, to give us some insights about their competition this weekend and to talk about how their season is going and how their performance goes tonight. Always a wonderful time interviewing girls from the dance team.
Well, Alex B, we can't pronounce his last name, but
we don't want to assume his last name.
This young gentleman, I mean, he's a sophomore on this team, so far Rice Lake's got
Another
some
youngster.
really got a couple good talents for sure.
Yeah.
Tyler Orr seeing a ton of playing time, and then Alex B, I feel like he would see a lot more playing time if he didn't get an early exit with 4 fouls really early
Absolutely.
in the second half.
I mean, so far this season for Rice Lake, they're 1-6 like we talked about earlier, and every game that they've lost, it's been an average deficit of about 22 points. So they haven't been close against a lot of teams, but we've seen them so far tonight. They have a lot of good talent. They have a lot of players that can make baskets. They are kind of a one-trick pony at this point in that they rely maybe too much on the 3-ball. But this isn't a bad team so far tonight, and they've been, for the most part, sticking with the Spartans. Usually they definitely play against possibly, I don't want to say more difficult competition, but competition that definitely has more opportunities and a lot more enrollment than the Spartans. Krybeck kind of stuck in a corner here, but he's able to make a nice pass to Medina Ortiz as he takes it up the court. He'll dribble into the paint, then dribble back out. Spartans will set up their offense, take some time off the clock here, where we're just at about 4 minutes left in this second half. Spartans have some opportunity to dribble some time off, be smart with the ball. Jackson Cook with the drive and the finish. Man, Jackson Cook is fun to watch. When he gets even with his man, you know that he's gone. And he finished strong there with the left hand, and the Spartans are back up to a 10-point lead. Madden with able to force the turnover there, and number 14, Nolan Rowe, is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be his 3rd foul on the evening. He didn't necessarily agree, tried to pick the pocket of Madden, but I think he got a little bit too much of Madden's hand and not enough of the ball. So Madden will be at the free throw line. Both teams now in the double bonus. So Madden will shoot 2 here, try to add to his point total of 22 tonight.
Ty Madden really putting on a clinic tonight. It's fun to watch him play when he gets hot. I mean,
it is.
He seems like a player that really thrives on the momentum of kind of how things are going his way.
Yes. The Spartans go the way that Ty Madden goes, I think.
Ty Madden and Trey Krybeck,
Yes,
maybe.
and by no means are the Spartans just a 1 or 2 man team. They have plenty of players that contribute, but
yeah, if that guy gets going, everybody kind of follows.
it brings
his
everyone
lead.
up to his level, honestly, and it's fun to watch this Spartan team when they are playing like this. Spartans currently with an 11-point lead with just under 3.5 minutes to play. Deep 3 for Alex B. Not able to connect. Alex B.
Spartans just looking to run the clock here at this point.
Just about 3 minutes left in this half. Spartans being smart with the ball, not making any crazy passes.
They're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here.
Yes, they are. I think at some point, if we can maintain this lead, I don't know how many fouls Rice Lake is really going to be willing to commit. They have a lot of players with 3 or 4 fouls, so we'll see how they tackle. We'll see how they tackle that. Rybecki with the screen up top, trying to give Jackson Cook some space. Pitcher has to be careful.
We were a little close to the line on that one.
A little close to over and back there, but it looks like it's going to be a foul on Rice Lake. Number 14, Nolan Rowe with the foul. That is his 4th tonight. and he is the leading scorer for the Warriors. So they probably do not want him to foul out, but they don't really have a lot of options tonight. And I think their depth is coming into play a little bit. We talked about it earlier.
Didn't I say that tonight?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my
you kind of
goodness.
called it.
I did.
Well,
It's a common theme.
Yes,
I mean,
you are.
we are
This
very.
week you're very knowledgeable about the sport of basketball, and you can see the future of sorts.
Well, my kids would disagree with that comment, but that's okay.
That's okay. They're down there, and you're up here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't listen, so we should. One arm will.
Yeah. One Arm Wink does listen for sure, as do most of the Spartan basketball team. Let's see if Rice Lake can figure it out here. Nice, able to get the rebound, the freshman, following his shot. That is what they teach you.
I'm impressed with that number 23. Like you had said earlier, Keaton, he is just.
He's all over the place.
He is.
He gets after it.
He is, and he's fun to watch, and he plays the kind of basketball that you enjoy watching. He really puts in a lot of effort, and skies for the rebound there. And there are a lot of players on this Rice Lake team that do a lot of great things. Madden is able to just blow by all of the Rice Lake defenders and is able to get his points total up to 25 tonight. Spartans with a 15-point lead now. And it looks like we're just trading drives at this point with just about a minute and a half left in this one. Spartans with a 15-point lead, 74-59. Whoa, and that's a foul on the freshman. Tyler Orr with his, let's see here. Not sure how many fouls Tyler Orr has tonight, but that'll be 2 shots for Jackson Cook.
Well, allow me to.
Actually, they're going to call that one at number 14. Number 14, Nolan Rowe, and he will be out of the game now. The main scoring threat for the Warriors is now checking out of the game after his 5th foul. It's going to be tough to overcome that.
Well, I'm going to present the stat of the game. The previous free throw shooter, not this possession. We had Tate Pitcher. So this stat of the day goes out to Graham Trudy. Tate, for the season previous to him shooting free throws, was 63%. So pretty good percentage for Tate so far this season.
Not bad, and a lot of the Spartans are shooting right around that 60%, and you'll take that as a coach. I mean, you'd love if it was at 70%, but 60% is not going to kill you.
If your team can average around 60 to 70%, that's pretty good.
Yes, especially at the high school level.
That's what you want. Anything less than that could be better.
You're in trouble.
I am quite anxious to find out when I look at the stats tonight how many threes Rice Lake shot in that first half.
I'm very interested. There's another
or the
one.
second half. Let's just go with both.
Number 20, Judson Rikers is able to connect for 3. Oh, and that will be a foul on Rikers.
Ty Madden gets a little friendly with the rim here on the no call, or the foul, I'm saying.
And that will be 2 shots for Jackson Cook again. A lot of free throws for the Spartans tonight. I would bet that their percentage is not at 60% tonight. They've been able to play well offensively in the second half, but from the charity stripe, the Spartans have not been connecting on as many free throws as they probably want to. So I'm guessing that might be something that Coach Wink looks to improve moving forward. 14-point lead here for the Spartans. Some of the regulars for Rice Lake, it looks like, checking out. First time I'm seeing Braden Resnick checking into the game here, number 24.
We've got One Arm in, and we've got Jack Gastic in for Rybecki and Madden.
Jack Gazdick checking into the game for his first action tonight. I wonder if he'll be getting any action in the JV game tonight.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm not sure.
Gazdick and Henry Denninger both play, sometimes they play half and half, where they play half of the game on varsity
And then
then
they get
half
two.
a game.
No, they get 2. I think they get 3 full halves.
3 full halves.
Yeah.
Okay, so they could play a full
They could play
varsity
full,
game and a
yeah.
half of JV then.
Yep.
Wink is able to corral that ball. We're just under a minute now left, folks, and the Spartans have a commanding 14-point lead, 76-62, and it looks like Rice Lake is going to be content to just let the Spartans kind of dribble and pass this one out tonight. Great performance here by the Spartans in this second half, really taking a commanding lead and holding on to that lead and not letting Rice Lake back into this game. Keaton, you talked about Rice Lake's luck running out, and it certainly did. They were only able to muster 18 points in the second half as opposed to 44 points, and that will be Alex B. checking out of the game with his 5th foul. Alex B., it's been a pleasure. Thank you for playing. That's his 5th foul. 2 of the main scoring threats for Rice Lake fouling out
coming
tonight.
We've got feisty Logan Gayassi.
Logan Gayassi.
Oh boy.
And
Logan.
one Anderson advisory person, Henry Denninger.
A couple of players getting their first minutes or seconds of action tonight. We'll see if they can get in the scoring column or at least on the stat sheet tonight with a rebound or an assist. Jackson Cook finally able to make the front end of his 2 shots there. And now that'll bring the lead up to 77-62.
Is it just me, or does it seem like we've scored 77 points tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, we've got, what,
We scored 42 in the first half, and that would make it 30. I'm not good at math.
Don't even.
36. 36 in the second half. I did it, folks. I did it.
All I
the
know
English
is
teacher did it.
Again, we have multiple people with double-digit points, and
Yes.
that is a fantastic thing. Coach Wing talked about in our last interview that definitely want to have as many guys contributing as possible. Really makes a better team.
One-arm Wink diving on the ground there to get the rebound. I don't know if that's. I mean, you can't take the hustle out of the basketball player. Jess,
He's going to
so.
be no arm Wink here pretty soon.
Oh man, that's the
one thing you've
fourth
never
foul.
He's always been like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
always maximum effort.
he has been going, I will tell you, he has been going to basketball games since he was 5 days old.
Oh my gosh, basketball's in his blood.
Yep.
Yeah. He's fun to watch out there. Even I know he's struggling through it, but I give a lot of props to Tyson because I could not imagine doing that.
No.
And it really shows that he's such a team player. So it's cool watching him play. It's cool seeing him gut it out. I'm sure you don't enjoy that, but
you know, it's hard because it's like I'm a coach's wife and I'm also a mom.
Yes.
But I told him, you know, I'm here to support you. Just let me know what I can do. And
yep. That's all you can do. And
all right.
That'll be a final here at the Somerset High School gym. Spartans get the victory tonight against Rice Lake. Spartans with a final score of 78. Rice Lake Warriors with a final score of 62 or 64. That is. So that'll be Jess Wink signing off. We really appreciate her.
Now, I think
showing up at.
She might be back here. I think she's just going to pop down
she's just
there.
getting us a coach and a player possibly.
Yep, I think we're going to shoot for one Ben Rybecki to come into for a quick interview.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I had that buzzer beater at the end of the
Yeah,
first
we'll
half
have to ask
there.
him about
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Talk about how the momentum changed simply off of that nice buzzer beater. The change within seconds there for the Spartans.
Right.
Going into half with all of that hype, all of that momentum. You could just. We have a small crowd here tonight, but boy, did they get loud and get excited when Rybecki made that buzzer beater.
Well, I think we were all peaking here up in the booth. I mean, with our volume. I mean, everybody was just yelling. It was very exciting. I mean, I've never seen something like that in a high school game before.
I haven't either, and that's why you do sound check, right, Mr. Anderson?
Yep, that's why you yell really loud in this mic. Everybody laughs at me, but
and it's
joke's
super
on you
fun
guys.
when everyone's warming up and getting ready to type a script before the game, and you hear Mr. Anderson going, ah, ah, ah.
You got to yell out your play call, man. The dunk call, you got to yell it out like it's happening.
So
I
again,
suppose.
Just some production notes of what's going to happen here. We're going to wait for our 2 interviews here at the end of the game. Then we are going to quickly shift over to a new broadcast for the high school girls game that is following this game here, which should be starting in about 15 to 20 minutes here. We should have national anthem and pregame protocol and whatnot.
Yep, so everyone just hang tight. Yeah, should be an exciting night of basketball. We're excited to have the opportunity to give everyone in our community the chance to watch not just one, but 2 SHS varsity basketball games tonight.
Spartan basketball night in Somerset.
It is.
Holy moly,
So,
folks.
like we said earlier, hang out at your couch. Hope you have the live stream up on your computer or you're able to get it on your TV.
Get the
Sit back,
popcorn out.
Relax, get some popcorn out. Oh, we have one Mr. Carter joining us in the broadcast booth. Welcome, Mr. Carter. Good to see you tonight.
Otherwise known as his alternate ego, Cartman.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we can broadcast that out live on air. I thought that was a secret identity.
Oh, well, yeah, who's Cartman? Who's that guy? I don't know who that is.
And it looks like he'll be joining us here. Hello, Mr. Carter.
Your mom.
Whoa. Welcome.
Hello.
Mr. Carter, how are we doing?
I'm fantastic. How are
How
you?
many? I'm doing pretty good.
You'll never welcome me back here. I'm okay with
yeah,
that.
I think this might be Mr. Carter's debut for basketball and his final go-around for
Yeah,
basketball.
I'm okay
Put
with
you
that.
on a tape
Hey,
delay.
you're talking about Cartman. Don't bash my alter ego.
I'm just saying I don't know if you want that to be broadcasted out there.
No,
That's
probably
your
not.
behind the scenes alter ego.
Well, I'm saying Cartman's not me, but
I know.
you know.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine. So,
Alter
Mr.
ego.
Carter, have you what have you been cooking up for yourself lately? Any outstanding sandwiches as of late?
No, I mean I made spaghetti last night.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Okay. Anything else to report?
Not really.
Oh.
I mean, my mom got me an instant cooker
Like an Instapot?
Yeah.
Those are nice.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
have you been
very
utilizing
excited.
that or not yet?
No, not yet.
I feel like that should be like
You should be excited for that.
a staple at our next potluck.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, you
at
should
my
bring
old
that out.
job, at my old job, we did taco soup in the Instapot. Phenomenal.
Ooh.
Mr. Carter.
There you
Sounds
go.
exciting.
There you go.
Taco
We each
soup.
brought an ingredient. We just kind of put it all in there and poof.
All right.
Outstanding.
Very exciting.
We'd like you to hold tight for a second because we've got Coach Wink and Ben Rybecky coming up.
Oh,
So yeah,
I'll
everyone
leave
hold
now.
tight.
No, you can stay. It's
No,
gonna
I
be a
feel
while.
like I should leave after, especially how I started this.
Oh,
That was a
I
rough
missed it.
start.
What happened?
Oh, I'm not gonna regale you with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want detailed.
We'll move past it. Both the girls basketball teams from Rice Lake and Somerset are warming up here, getting ready to go for the second of this doubleheader. Let's play two, as Ernie Banks used to say. I know it's a baseball reference, but I think it works here as well, folks, as we're lucky to have the opportunity to have two games in one night. Rice Lake has to travel over an hour here to Somerset, so it just makes sense for them to show up and bring both of their teams tonight. 2 trips in one for them. And really, I can't speak for everyone, but when I was in high school, this was kind of the norm. You had a lot of teams that brought both of their squads in one night, and you would have a girls-boys doubleheader, especially on Friday nights.
Yes. Well, we had those a lot when we were up in Frederick, and it's
Yeah.
nice because parents aren't trying to like, okay, do I go to the girls'
Yep.
game? Do I go to the boys' game?
Yep. And
Oh,
it looks like Ben
we've got
Rybecky is here, ready to go. Hi, Ben.
Hi,
Hello.
Ben.
How's it going?
Good.
So can you just give us some of your initial thoughts from the game tonight? Well, how are you feeling right now? How did your team do tonight?
Oh, we're on cloud 9. We come playing so hard.
Yeah.
Down 10, down 12 at one point. We decided to, really, start battling back. String a couple together here and there. And all of a sudden we have a 10-point lead coming out at the end of the game, home stretch. So, it's just awesome seeing us work so hard like that for a W.
Absolutely. Could you break down the end of the first half a little bit for us? What happened? You knew it was
That
coming.
was amazing.
That was incredible, man. Can you break that down a little bit
Thank you
for
so
us?
much.
What happened?
So, I see Ty going up for the shot. I hear people yelling like 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking last second shot, so I see the smallest kid is guarding me. I'm just trying to get some position on that and,
Yep.
and just go up and happen to go in. It's awesome.
That was. I think you should need to rewatch that tomorrow. I think
Yes.
we all went like crazy.
I think we're going to need to put that on the announcements or something.
Yes.
Like, clip that together, because that was exciting. That's one of the most exciting finishes to a half that I've seen in Spartan basketball so far.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, it's not just me, though. That's the whole team that would just work together. A couple plays here and there got momentum. We took a bunch of charges in a row.
Yeah.
And, we just like to play as a team and win as a team, and that happened tonight, so that's awesome.
Awesome, Ben. Thank you so much for coming up here. We really appreciate it. Good luck tomorrow with your business and technical writing presentation for
We
the
are
Somerset.
live streaming
We're,
that too
we're
tomorrow.
thinking about live streaming that as well, so get prepared for that.
All right, good luck to the girls.
We will
Bye,
see you
Grandma and
Friday
Grandpa.
night. Aw. We'll see you Friday night, Ben.
Yes.
I will see you.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Right.
giving a shout out to his
Yeah.
grandma and grandpa. That is phenomenal.
That was great. Thank you, Ben, for joining us. Always a great interview. Just a great kid. We're lucky to have him at SHS.
Now we're
We're waiting here for Coach Wink to see if we can get a quick interview with him before we get to this second game. Okay. So we're just under 10 minutes left in this pregame. If you're just tuning in, we have the Somerset girls basketball team ready to face off against the Rice Lake Warriors. I'll be in the booth for this game, and Mr. Anderson will be calling the play-by-play. We should also be joined by some of the JV girls basketball team, as they played earlier tonight at the SHS Middle School. So they will be probably joining us sometime through the broadcast.
How do we know how the girls JV did?
We don't know how the girls JV team did.
How did the girls
Can they give
JV
us a score here?
Oh, not a
We're
good
getting a thumbs down from Bella Paulson, so I would guess that would not be great. But she'll fill us in a little bit later. I'm thinking during the game we'll be able to get them up here to share some insights about the JV game. So
I think that would be fantastic.
I think that would be great. We love getting students up here, sharing in the experience of this live stream, because really it's not about us, it's about them. So it's a great experience being up here. It's a great experience being able to broadcast 2 games tonight for everyone.
We may have to cancel the interview with Mr. Wink.
And that's totally fine. We can understand that.
Just we're in a time crunch here to get started with the girls' game.
Absolutely. And I know Mr. Anderson has a pregame
Yep.
ramp up ready to go, so we might take a little bit of a break here.
And Coach Wink needs to get to the JV game.
Coach Wink needs to get to the JV game.
Or no, I think he might be going to the C. I know they're splitting.
He has multiple options here, so
Yes.
Coach Wink always great interviewing us. We're not going to hold it against him for not being able to come tonight.
Yeah, no
we'll
worries.
catch him on Friday.
We'll get him on Friday.
We'll get him on Friday.
A great win for the Spartan boys team.
Can I give him a hard time though?
You can absolutely
Okay,
give him a
great.
hard time. Yes.
So we'll
Jess
take
Wink, you can do whatever you want.
We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back with a different link. So check the Facebook page, the Somerset School District Facebook page. Mr. Probst will tweet that or put that on Facebook. I believe he'll also tweet it out on his Spartan Athletics account. But join us for the girls' high school game, which will begin in about 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure you check out that other link.